Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us here in Live Fit Kitchen. We have Dr. Purcell. Hi there.
Hi Alicia, and welcome everyone.
Thank you again for joining us. We have the most wonderful holiday drinks for you. You know I'm all about healthy, happy holidays, and I really wanted some hot drinks that smell festive and they're fun to have the aromas in the house, but without all the sugar and the unnecessary calories that we associate with many holiday drinks. So Dr. Purcell came through for us again. She came up with two marvelous recipes. I wish you could smell these. Tell us about your two choices for us.
So what we have today is a hot Thanksgiving tea for you with two choices. The first is a non-caffeinated Bengal Spice by Celestial Seasonings.
That's this one.
The second is a caffeinated with a black tea base, Hot Cinnamon Sunset by Harney & Sons.
And that's this one. Now, a word on the Harney & Sons tea. It's actually harder to find than it is to make. It's an East Coast tea company, and they only sell through the cafes in Barnes & Noble. But you found it for us, which is awesome.
Luckily, we have a Barnes & Noble nearby.
But you have ordered this online, correct?
You can go to the Harney & Sons website, which is what I do for myself and my family around the holidays, and I special order their tea. However, if you do have a Barnes & Noble's nearby with the cafe inside, which is usually a Starbucks cafe, they will carry the Harney & Sons there.
And you'll be glad that you found it, trust me. Now this tea was super easy to make, just a couple of ingredients. We used the tea as a base, but we also used some of these cute little apples. You'll need a bag of these baby apples. Do they have a special name? I don't even know what these are.
They almost look like crab apples, but they aren't because they're sweet and delicious and kids love them. So.
Oh, very cool. So you'll want a bag of apples, and you'll also want some fresh cinnamon sticks that look very much like bark to me when I purchased them, but they do smell amazing. So what you want to do is put, if you have quite a few people coming over, put 2 quarts of water into a saucepan, and you want to use 1 tea bag per cup. So there's 8 cups, correct, in the 2 quarts?
Correct.
So that would be 8 tea bags plus 1 cinnamon stick. And was it 4 little apples?
4 or 5 little apples.
So boil the water first and then turn the heat off. Put your tea bags, the apples and the cinnamon in there and just cover it and leave it for 10 minutes. And that's it. Pull the tea bags out. You could leave the cinnamon in for a stronger flavor if you want to do that. And you can leave the apples in there too. If you're serving it on a holiday table, it looks really cute. The apples kind of puff up a little bit and they go soft and the cinnamon floating in there and it's pretty. So now we're going to do our taste test.
And just a note about cinnamon. Cinnamon actually does look like a bark because it is from the cinnamon tree. The cinnamon tree is a small tree that grows in India and parts of Indonesia. And pretty much the bark is scraped off the tree and then it's turned into these cinnamon quills. That's actually what they're called. So when cinnamon rolls up just like this, like the bark off a tree,
it is.
It is, and it has medicinal properties. Cinnamon actually can lower LDL or the bad cholesterol, and it helps balance blood sugar. And in fact, for those patients of mine that are trying to quit smoking, I usually have them chew on a cinnamon quill.
Wow. There you go, healthy holidays. Okay, so let's do our first taste test. This is the Bengal. So the Bengal Spice is the non-caffeinated. That's the Celestial Seasonings one, and you'll find that in most kind of health food store shops. Oh, it's really sweet, isn't it?
Very sweet and
no sugar in it.
Full-bodied and delicious.
Yeah, a lot of flavor in that. Now, if you really like sort of extra sweet, you could add a couple of drops of stevia. Maybe you could use one of the flavored ones, perhaps the vanilla cream or something like that. But it really is very flavorful all on its own. So let me empty these out and we'll try the other one.
I do like both of these teas because they're very full-bodied and they have a lot of different flavors in them. So it's not as if we've just infused leaves in water and it's a very weak taste. So these teas make perfect holiday gifts and also holiday teas should guests come over.
And they smell so good when you're making them in the house. Oh, wow. Oh, that's quite different. It's almost a little spicy. Yum. Big thumbs up on the tea, everyone. Enjoy your holiday drinks. They can be healthy and good for you. Thanks for joining us.